were able to, how many of you were able to make some practice over the week? So let me get feedback from you. Oh yeah, I'm waiting now. Is anybody speaking?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I cannot hear you. Your voice is low.
Good evening, sir. Oh, good evening, sir. Can you hear me now?
It's a bit far. Are you using an headphone?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, it's better. You can continue.
Okay. Actually, I was just trying out what was on W3 school, and I learned about the break, like the break. What is it called? The break. I'm trying to remember it.
That's
Okay.
you are using the switch statement.
Yes, exactly. So
Okay.
I was able to understand what break and continue implies. That's
What is the
different.
use of switch?
Sir,
What's the alternative to switch? The switch statement.
the alternative to switch
Hmm.
is actually break. Wait, I know they
Hmm.
use them interchangeably. Switch has to do with working with different conditional statement. Like if one is not, then it goes to the next one, like
The same thing
that.
for switch also.
Oh,
So, for if and else, you say if is this, switch, if is this, else, else if.
okay.
Then, if it does not meet criteria, else do this if nothing is met. Switch is, I want to switch, then you begin to add blocks of switch statements. If it is
Mm,
this one, then break. It means break the execution. Don't execute further. But if it does not meet this criteria, it will run to the next block. You put break also. So you can put many lines, of switch statement, and then you now have something called default. I will show you that. But that's
okay.
a good one from your hand. So switch is an alternative to if and else. So, like I told you, one way does not enter into the market. Many ways enter into the market, right? So there are some people that are comfortable with if else. There are some people that you see their code, they use switch. But you know what? You arrive at the same place. And when you meet some people that are naughty, they can tell you that they can make you feel as if what they do is the only right thing you get. So let me show you. So this is let me look for switch. Mhm. Can I really find switch here? Okay, this is switch, right? Can you see it? You have switch, an expression. An expression can be like if A equals to 2, then it says, you switch expression, what you want to perform. Okay, let's do it this way. This one. You see, what does this mean? Switch new date dot get day. It means that today's date. This is what it means. This function, new date, it means to get today's date from the system. You are utilizing system resources to get. So this one is a predefined function. I don't know, maybe I mentioned to you guys that there are some system-based functions, right? So, and they are your own function. Your own function is what I taught you about. Something like this. This is your own function. There are some system inbuilt function, like you want to get the date and time for today. You want to get mathematical functions. Do you get? So they are inbuilt. So something like this, they are inbuilt functions. So this is used to get today's date and then get day. It means get day that we are in. Today's date. What is today's date? Today's date is 19th, right? Now get today. So we are not passing switch case on each of it that, okay, if today date is 0, because this information is captured in array, so it means today being 19, if the data is going to fetch it, it will say today is 18, right? So let's execute it for you to see. Let's try it. So what this is just doing is saying that in simple term, if the day is 0, you are doing switch day. This is it. If today is 0, it means day variable equals to Sunday. If it's 1, day equals to Monday. Then break. Break is else. That's the way it works. So another person, I might not go for this option. Do you get? I might just choose another option for myself to use. I might just choose another better options. But I'm suspicious of what we are getting right here. Let me do something for you to see. Let's run this. You'll see what I'm talking about. You see, today is Tuesday. You see, today is Tuesday, May 19. You get. Let's see this function itself. Function, this variable date, which is capturing day. It says day is 2. It means the day of the week. Sorry, is the day of the week. Sunday is 0. Monday is 1. Tuesday is what? 2. So this one said that if the day of the week is 0, is Sunday. This one means day of the week. Sorry, day of the week. This one. Date dot this. Do you get? So this is more like a function and variable under a function, or a function, right? You have a function under a function. That's the way this is. I'll tell you, you'll get to know more about this one later, but these are inbuilt system. Yeah, functions, right? So the value that you're getting, if it's 0, it means Sunday. So if it's 1, it means Monday. Yeah, the day starts from 0, which is Sunday, 1, Monday. So these are inbuilt system things. So you'll be getting used to these kind of things when you are designing real base application, that is becoming interactive, that interacts with people. Maybe somebody want to, wait, I gave you guys an assignment for tickets.
Yes, sir.
How many of you have submitted it? I just remembered just now. How many of you have done it? I guess nobody have done it. I just remembered just now. None of you. And nobody have reached out. You guys, you are not helping yourself. Don't allow Lagos. Don't allow excuse to cheat you of this time. That assignment is to widen you up to everything in JavaScript. I'm not supposed to even be doing this right now. You get me? Yeah.
I actually attempted it, but I used AI for it also. I actually understood like everything, but I also applied AI to it.
Yes, you attempted it, right? And you have something.
Yes, sir.
Right. Good. That is what I want you guys to start doing now. I told you, you have gotten to the time for you to copy and paste code. Let it work, let it run. Oh, you'll be happy that, so you did this thing. Then the next thing will now be, okay, this thing that is working. Why is it working? Why is this one showing here? Why is this one? Curiosity. Without your curiosity, you can't learn. I've told you, if you want to learn what you are learning, 10% is what I can offer you. It's not that I can't do beyond. Even if I'm teaching you every day, still 10%. It is what you learn by yourself. That's where you're able to do self-discovery. See, let me tell you, what you are doing, the self-discovery you need. In short, there are some of you, if you have been engaging tremendously, like in a week, I gave you be touching your computer 30 minutes or 1 hour every day. I'm telling you, by now, in short, you would have gone beyond this class. You won't even need this class again because your mind will open up instantly. That's the point I want to get you to. Please don't wait for my class. I beg you. And you know that if you don't take this thing serious, it look like all of my effort are going down the drain. And I really don't want that. Don't let this effort waste. What I'm doing here is 10%. What you will do to that's why I'm giving you an assignment. What you will do is not to over labor you, but is to expose you. So from that exposure, you'll be getting, oh, you see all of this. Do you think I'll sit down and start telling you, okay, if you want to get date, day of the week, okay, new date dot get, oh yeah, write it in a note. God forbid. We can't be doing that. Do you get? We will not be able to run. We won't go very, very far with that. All right. So, um, let me leave it here for you guys. So that assignment will open you up to things. If you have questions, you can ask. Sarah, if there's any part of that code you don't understand, you guys can always reach out to me. You can reach out on that group. Don't reach out personally. Reach out on that group so that other people can learn. There's nothing wrong in asking questions at all. Do you understand? And I will always respond. Okay. So today we want to move further. Okay, so I can close this. So let me assume that you guys you understood what we did last week. The student info. At least you went back to the class, recorded class. So are we clear with it? Did you understand this? Mhm.
Yes, for me, sir.
Okay. If you don't understand it, another thing is, you know what? Just copy and paste this code. Chicken. You say copy this code. This thing is not hard though. It's not far-fetched. Everything you need. This is ChatGPT. So at this point, you can begin to use ChatGPT as your palm friend. Look at it. Say, I want you to explain this HTML and JavaScript codes, what it is doing, like a 10 years old. Don't be shy. Just paste it. This is the HTML part. Then I'm going to paste the JavaScript part to it. Here's ChatGPT. You will see. So I will begin to invoke ChatGPT in your learning so that you will be able to understand. Do you get? Okay. Like a 10 years old, because I am a beginner to learning HTML. All right. Let's look at it now. So whatever you don't understand from me, take it to ChatGPT. I don't know how many of you got that you saw that news that was trending about a lady, a 16 years old that scored 372 in JAMB. And what was her secret? 372 over 400. And her secret is that she was, I think her name is Yemisi Kanov. And when they interviewed her, what she said was that she was using AI to learn. That what she just do is all of her jam past questions and all of those things, she just put it on AI to summarize everything to her and to teach her. And she was able to do that consistently, to be able to understand many subjects and many things, of jam past questions and jam related questions. That's why she could score 370. How many of us got that news? It's trending actually. Sarah, did you get that news? Oh, okay. Most of us are not on social media. Well, I saw it on LinkedIn. So I will share the LinkedIn this thing to us so that you can read. So what I'm trying to say is this. You see, HTML, this AI will teach you everything. You see, it tells you, imagine you have a notebook where you write student names, blah, 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 that scores. It just gives you overview of what is happening. It now begins to explain everything. This tells the browser, hey, this is an HTML page. Do you see? Begins to tell you little by little, begins to break everything down. Begins to break everything. Do you see that you have a teacher here with you? Unless you don't want to engage it. You see, you have your personal, you see, a place to store students. Think of this like an empty school register. Every time you had a student. Now, you can now say that, okay, I really do not understand the array parts my teacher taught me. Can you help me, please, to understand? because that part I taught you about array. Okay, let's assume you don't understand it. Just see, it's going to explain array. An array is like a school bag with many pockets. You see it. You can put items inside the bag. Each pocket has number 0, 1, 2. Do you see it? So an array is a bag that stores many things in order. You can see it begins to give you an example. Do you see? This means pocket 0 has book, pocket 1 has pen. I, I don't know. I mean, I think, has anyone tried this before? I just want to know. Because this is exactly what you need. So, it's enhancing your study. I don't know how many of you have started using ChatGPT to learn of recent.
I use it every time, sir.
Okay,
I
that's
use it every time too, sir.
okay. Yeah, Faith, that's good.
I do as well.
Okay, Mary Jane, have you started or yet to?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, have you started or you are yet to start?
I have started.
All right, good, good. That's what I want to hear. So if you have this, I think you will learn very fast. Do you get? All right, so I will leave us to that. So now we want to start. So go to W3 School. Same. You look for Bootstrap. We are starting with this. Let me stop sharing my screen a bit. I want to share something to you on WhatsApp. Okay, I'm pushing some things to you guys. Pushing some things to you guys. Pushing some things to you. So just okay. Okay, I'm pushing some JavaScript to you also. Okay, good. And then also pushing this to you also. Start our work with this. Okay, good. So we can proceed from here. Okay. So how many of you have heard of JavaScript before? How many of you have heard of Bootstrap, I mean?
I have, sir.
I only heard it from you for the first time.
You only heard it from. Okay, good, 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 good. Faith, what about you? Have you gotten there yet?
No, sir, but I've heard it before, sir.
Jeff, you wanted to say something, Jeff? Was it Promise or Jeffrey? Hmm? Jeffrey, you want to say something? Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Not really. I heard it from you for the first time.
Okay, that's good. Evolution. Okay. I want to teach you about evolution. All right, so let's study something. Okay, so there's something called HTML1. There's something called HTML5. So when you see website like this, where are they? Website like this. When you see website like this, that's as simple, very good designs, and not very responsive. Responsive is when you turn it, you reduce the screen, it's able to adjust itself. You see, when you begin to enlarge it, begins to readjust. It begins to look like a tab, you see. It's readjust, it's spreading itself. When you squeeze it back, it readjusts itself. Do you get? So this is called HTML5. It is different from how websites were done in the past, whereby it's not responsive, whereby websites are not responsive. How do I'm looking for an example of it. When we began this class, when we began our study, I began to tell you about, we use some websites in your schools as use cases, or some websites that actually are not They are not what? They are not responsive, meaning they are not very interactive. People don't want to engage it. It's not interesting. So those ones are HTML1. So HTML1 to HTML5 is just evolution. So under HTML1, we just do website HTML. You write your own CSS by yourself, write your JavaScript by yourself. Everything you do it by yourself. Yeah, you can create something beautiful from HTML1, but you are going to sweat it out. So when we now came to something called HTML5, HTML5 is just a principle. It talks about designing websites from taking advantage of existing libraries and those existing frameworks, meaning creating website from framework-based websites. So that's when you begin to hear something like, oh, what did you use to build the website? Some people say Bootstrap. I know one of the most common one you've heard is things like React.js. How many of you have heard of React.js? Like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a React developer. We are looking for a React developer. How many of you have heard something like that before? How many?
Yes,
Anyone?
I've heard of it before, sir.
All right, good. So when they say that, they are just saying framework. It's, it's just framework. I'll explain what a framework is to you. Framework is something you're going to be interacting with when you become an advanced developer. So say framework save you from hectic work, cruel labor, you know, uh, hard work, hard labor. It saves you from it. So framework is simple. Framework is a pre-written set of functions, CSS functions, JavaScript function in related to web now. You know, anything web, we are talking, if it's web, we are talking about HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It's no more than that. So a framework is combination of several functions that enables a robust and responsive website design. So maybe if you have a note, you can jot that down. A framework is a combination of several functions of libraries, maybe CSS or JavaScript, yes, to help to provide a responsive web design, website, whatever you may call it. Right. So what that means is it's able to provide a interactive and responsive design. So interactive in the size of experience. It looks cool. It looks beautiful. So what is making it looking beautiful is not what you are doing. It is what has been concocted, fused together. So what you are just doing is you are just making a call into the thing that have been fused together. You know, I spoke to you about system variables, system functions. System functions are like date, time. Example of system functions again. What example of system functions do we have? Camera. Those are systems utilities. Where that's not a system, yeah, it's part of it. System utilities, as having access to system utilities. System should have date time, should be able to, you can get the date time from system, get access to the camera, get access to those stores, you know. So those things are pre-built functions in JavaScript that you can access at any time. Do you get? So the same thing for frameworks. They pre-built some things that you can take advantage of. So we have different kind of framework, some different design. Now, people focus on frameworks. So sometimes we have different frameworks, like we have Bootstrap. That's what we're learning from. We have Vue.js. We have jQuery. We have, what do we have again? We have React.js. We have Nest.js. We begin to have advanced one. But the simplest one is Bootstrap. So for me, I'm comfortable with Bootstrap most time. Why? Because it's better to learn and be a master of one thing than to be a learner of many things and master of none. Jack of all trade, but master of none. Do you understand? So now, that's HTML5. You understand? HTML5, you are working with frameworks, right? So you did not do the majority work. Others have done their work. So now that when you are begin to use framework, it begins to dictate to you how to apply those functions in those framework for you to be able to achieve an expected output. An expected output like this. So I shared to you some links. So getbootstrap.com. So you'll be seeing some sample templates. I shared to you some JavaScript CSS file also. I'll tell you how to use them. So for example, you see, using framework. Let's look at the example here. Let's look at Bootstrap. Let's understand Bootstrap is a free front-end framework for fast and easier web development. Fast and easy. Bootstrap includes HTML, CSS-based design template for typography, forms, buttons. So the way in Bootstrap, the way your form, your input, your buttons, how they appear is different. It provides some other elements that are a wow. Bootstrap also gives you the ability to easily create responsive design, responsiveness. What is responsive website? Responsive web design is about creating websites which automatically adjust. You see, I did not even check the word I'm explaining to you. Automatically adjust themselves to look good on all devices from smartphones to large desktops. So that's why there are some websites, the way you view them on your phone, it gives you a simplified version of it. And when you are viewing it on your laptop, it spread itself. Do you get? So what is enabling it to behave that way is the advanced JavaScript and the CSS that have been pre-built, which are called the frameworks. Do you get? So for example, I shared this link with you. The one for W3, which is your teaching site, and then the one for the Bootstrap website itself. You can use it. So let's visit one. So we have different templates. You see, this is an example of what you can create in Bootstrap. Buttons, instead of your button looking ugly, you can begin to have button that looks so warm, like this. You can have tables that looks like this. You can see that they are much more interactive. See labels, drop down. See? So this is just telling you about I spoke to you, I taught you elements and attributes of elements. Remember, like HTML tags. So this is like tags, attribute in Bootstrap. So how can we use this thing? How can we use it? So it's the next thing we want to look at. How can we use it? So you can see, I share with you this, so you can play around it. There's a lot. So you can use it to build articles, very beautiful looking articles. So you could see there's a lot of templates. You begin to see a lot that Bootstrap can be used for. This is another one. Look at this. You can develop something like this. You can also develop something like this. You see? Look at this. Something like this. You see that the view looks so beautiful. And, you will not be doing so much. Look at something like this. Right? The other one that we are writing a lot of CSS and a lot of Java CSS for it to look cool and wonderful. You don't need to write all of that here. So all of that come pre-built with it. Okay, so we are here. So as we proceed further, you need to understand the makeup of Bootstrap. The makeup of Bootstrap, everything in your HTML has a layout. The layout is what? HTML, header, then you have your body, right? So now in Bootstrap, within your body, you now define something called header. Header is what you find is similar to this. Do you see where we have something? Can you see where you have Bootstrap theme? This black guy on top here. This is header. So it positions menu items on a navigation bar at the top. And it helps you to set it in an appropriate order, such as it's able to give you a good experience. Then we have what is called main. It can be called main, it can be called body, it can be called anything. And then we have what is called footer. So we have header, and then we have footer. How does footer looks like? Let me look for one website. Is there any website I've done? Okay, so I'll share this website also to learn evolution from HTML1 to HTML5. It can strengthen your understanding. I'll share it. Let me share with you on this chat group so that you have that. I hope you are still with me, class. So let me do the theoretical part so that we can begin to zoom into practical. Are you with me? Let me get your feedback, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so this is Bootstrap. So we learn, hey, this guy is not even basic enough, Seth. This guy is not basic enough. Should we start from this guy? Okay. Okay, let's use AI. Yeah, let's start with something like this. All right, so this is what I want us to start with. And you see, ChatGPT even helps you to be able to run your code. And I know that you guys are already familiar with it since you're already using it. Why is it taking time? I think my network is a bit slow. Okay, let's continue. Let me go back to my code. Okay, so now the first thing we want to do is I shared you something. So follow my step. We're going to do it one after the other. Nobody must be lost. Can you create a folder called Bootstrap? Create the folder called Bootstrap and then create asset. Remember? Assets, that's where you are going to have your libraries. Then create the CSS and the JavaScript folder. Then under the CSS, I share with you some files. The first two ones are CSS. It has Bootstrap main and Bootstrap theme main. That's this. And then the other one is JavaScript. It has the Bootstrap JavaScript and the jQuery JavaScript. You are going to need this library. So this is, in a nutshell, what you have here is the framework for Bootstrap. Just to turn your website to a boost, to become a boost using Bootstrap framework. This is all you need. Do you get? So we can now create our index file. Our index file. So let me copy this first. Let me share this with you. If there's something you don't understand, draw my attention back to it. So I have my code right here. So having my code right here, so I'm going to add, first of all, you add your what? Your CSS. Your CSS. SRC. Is it SRC or href? Okay, let me leave it as href. So where is it going to be picking my href from? Of course, we'll be picking it from assets, CSS. Then the first one I'm going to pick is this guy. The reason why I'm fast is because I think we've learned all of this one before in our basic class. So that what I'm just doing is setting up project structure. So let me iterate with you guys again. When you begin, the most important part of a project is not your code. Most important part of a project is setting up your work. In short, that's the most difficult part. You need to, that's why all of those nitty-gritty you are going to need it. That's why I was taking my time in the foundational time class, because it's going to form your build-up. How you understand setting up all of these things will help you in a long run, even when you are learning Java and all of those things, because in a long run, setting up a project is the most difficult thing. Do you get? So what we are doing now is setting up a project. So you are putting in place things that in what should be in places. I'll be just putting things in the right order. That's what we are doing right now. So you can change these, add those to JavaScript. Don't forget, let me share this. So when I'm done, I'll share it with you. Then the JavaScript, I don't want you to reference it from online. I want you to reference from a JavaScript. You could see that this JavaScript is after the body. No, okay, yeah, it's at the bottom, but this is still fine also. This one is still fine, right? So let's do this way. So my JavaScript would be this. First of all, the first guy you put is your what? jQuery. jQuery must come first. I'll tell you why we need jQuery. You'll begin to understand the importance of jQuery, why this class progresses. .js. And then, where's the next one? Okay. Then you now add Bootstrap. Yes, let's add it. Okay, so our project is ready. Let me share this with you. So, okay, let me save this in under my project. So save it as index. Don't forget index.html. All right, that's fine, right? So what's the next thing? So this is my source code. Let me share my source code with you so that you guys can. So run your project with this. So at least if you see where I put asset.js, know that, okay, I should create a folder called asset and JS folder, and then put jQuery inside that folder. Those files I share with you on WhatsApp. Just put them, add them individually. So we are done with the first step. So let us create something simple according to what ChatGPT shared with us. So let's start with adding header. Yeah, so normally adding an header, let's say I am working with Bootstrap 3.3. Hold on. Don't worry, you'll get to understand everything. Okay. Okay, we can start this way. This one is not using header, but I'm going to put header. Don't worry, so that we don't get confused. So we start this way. Header. Under header, we now have nav. Now, ensure that you are arranging your project orderly. You are arranging it orderly. Yeah, so nav should be after header so that they are well ordered. Where header is closing, nav is closing, and this. Yeah, I have something like this. So the next thing is what I call section. This is like the body of a website. So just hold on. Then, under my section, I can have something like this. Don't worry, you understand. I'm not doing magic. It's very simple. Okay, good. So let me set my footer. ChatGPT already gave us a sample. My footer will always be after section before I before I get to the bottom of body. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's run this website. Let's see. At least let's see what it to give us first. Then I will now begin to explain everything to you one after the other. Okay. Now, can you see this? Please confirm to me if you can see what I have right here.
Yes, sir. I can see it, sir.
Yeah. Did you see that? How many line of code is here? Did you see that did you see any CSS here in this code?
No, sir.
Now, who can tell me who is taking care of the CSS? What is taking care of that CSS? What you are seeing right here, you could see that there is obviously CSS here because this view is different from if we have something like this. You will see, just look at this. If I remove these guys, let's refresh. Do you like what you are seeing? Can you see? This is it without the Bootstrap CSS framework. Can you see the output? Now, compared to, so this is what is allowing it to give you that interactive design. Look at it. Refresh. Did you see it? So, if I inspect, if I squeeze it, it will begin to draw in, it's adjusting itself. You see, begin to adjust itself, begin to adjust itself, begin to adjust itself, begin to adjust itself. Do you see it? So this is what we call advanced JavaScript, HTML5. Welcome to HTML5. So congratulations, you have graduated from HTML1 to HTML5, right? So at this point, you can begin to run at a fast pace. So from this place, see, let me share you the code. Then I will explain this code to you, and then we are going to end there for tonight. Okay, so follow me. I want your attention, Swift. Do you get? Advanced. I want all of your attention, if you can even unmute at this point, because I want to run. Did you understand to this part? Who can tell me what's the reason? What is the essence for this CSS here that I had here?
For the styling of the page.
The entire website,
The
right?
entire website,
Yeah.
yes.
So if you, for example, now let's inspect it so that you know what I'm talking about. If you inspect it, if you inspect this element, any of the elements, you will see the CSS it is referencing. Can you see? This is the CSS is referencing this bootstrap.theme mean CSS, bootstrap mean.css. Can you see? It's referencing it. But why is it referencing it? This is why it's referencing. It is using classes. Can you see something like class everywhere? Can you say class?
Yes, yes.
So what it means, that is why I taught you about CSS class initially. It's because so that when we come here, it will not become difficult for you. So all of these class are CSS, all this class has been declared in one of these JavaScript files. I mean, all of these CSS files. Do you understand? So now, it is standard. So you don't need to even cram them. You just need to say that, okay, I want to create navigation bar. It's a standard. This is the class. It does not change. The name doesn't change. So if you are doing future project, this is what you are working with. So what you just need to be changing is, okay, the name. Okay, I have, let's call this home. Home. I create home. Item. I can create another one. Call about us. You will see how it's going to appear now. Do you see it? Home, about us. Let's expand it. Do you see it? Home, about us. This is beginning to look like some real website that we've really known about. It's looking closer to it. So this is what we do. So for you to be able to declare that, I taught you header, then navigation. We've used this navigation. I explained it a bit before. So navigation element, HTML element, is automatically for menu. It will set whenever you declare it, it's pushing your item as menu at the top. So if you like, come and put it right here. You'll see what it will do to you. You see, it's setting menu. It's pushing it to the top. No matter what, it will declare it like this. So it's feeling like I'm supposed to be declared at the top. Do you get? So navigation item is a setup menu, and then it has container, nav, header that you declare, and this is the item you concern yourself about. So all of these classes, you don't need to cram them. You don't need to cram them, right? So it's standard. So you just need to learn the concept. That's what you learn here. Learn the concept so that anytime you want to create ask a question.
Oh, sorry to question. I wanted to ask that you use the tag header, the header tag. Like, why did you have to call it in?
The header.
Yes, that header tag.
Okay. You don't really need the header tag. The reason why I put it there is standard. I think this version of Bootstrap, maybe you put header there or not, the navigation recognizes any item within it. Now, the navigation element is recognized as an header. But the reason why I put header is there are some instances where you are learning other framework. You begin to see them using header so that it does not confuse you. That's why I put header there. Do you understand? I just put it there. It's inconsequential. If I remove it, it's inconsequential to this. Do you see? It's inconsequential. Do you see it? It doesn't stop what you are doing from working, what you are designing from working. It doesn't stop it. But let's leave it there, right? So the reason is that we'll be coming to a level, you'll be coming to some code, you see them using header, and they write particular, there are some framework that has a particular, if you don't put header, the navigation bar will not operate very well. But let's just leave it there. So you could see that the header did not have any class. It's just simple, plain there. Now, another thing is, as a standard, HTML has header, body section, and footer. You can see this is a footer part. So automatically, when you declare footer, it places the items at the bottom. So some footer will contain many elements. You'll be learning that later on as we progress in the course of this teaching. So the next one is section. Okay, you all know what is called section now. You say, oh, okay, answer 5 questions. Section 1 contains in section 2. When you are like having pages in a page. That's how it is. So you see, I copy and paste this code. This for this section 1, this section 2. So there are some time that, let me bring an example of a website that uses section so that we'll explain section to you very well. You'll see how section applies and what makes it very beautiful. I hope my portal is going to load up. My network is very bad here. Okay, I want to use this to explain. So now, good. Okay, can I use this to explain it? Okay, now you can see something. So now, in these aspects, this kind of website, what you are seeing here is what? Nav. Let me even inspect it for you to see. Do you see nav? Do you see header? Can you see what I'm talking about? Can you see what I'm highlighting here? The header.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in some instances, the Bootstrap will come with header with a class. There's a reason why it's setting it off like that. You understand? So, and then you begin to have different sections. You see, this is a section. If you go out to the bottom, it brings it to another section. So section is just Let me say it's just section. Like you're having section 1, section 2, section 3. So it divides a website into different sections. So that within one section, for example, this is a section. This is what I'm doing within this section. This is what I'm doing. This is the next thing I'm doing in this section. You could see that the color different. This has color white. This has a kind of a little bit gray color. The tech ill advantage. You know, if you come down, this is another section again. So that is what makes the website. That's what makes it beautiful. So you see, all of these things, it's not as if I wrote one very bogus CSS to arrive at this. No, it's knowing how to apply these things. Looking at, so you have to look at so many websites and you must begin to now try to replicate. In short, go on our website on Tech RDI portal, try to replicate this thing. Yeah, try to replicate it. Copy, you see, snap this page as a picture and give it to ChatGPT to give you the Bootstrap website to you. It will give it to you. You see, this is my own footer. Can you see how my footer looks like? This is my footer. So this is footer. What you are seeing right here from here, after this green, is my footer. Do you get? So is alongside with what is at the bottom there. You see, this is it, footer. You see, this is footer. You see everything, footer. Downward. So it has so many definitions, right? So then we proceed further. This is where I want to come to, and I'm going to round up here. So we have something called container. Container, you need to, now, most of these classes, you need to understand some of them. There's some of them, you need to understand how they work. Container class help you to ensure your items you are putting in that HTML element are within are well ordered. They are not just put at the far right or put at the far left. You know, they are central. There's a way they are well positioned. This is what I mean. Look at this guy. You see? Why is it that main content, these guys, they are put almost like the middle? What about this space at the left, this space at the right? What is controlling that is container class. Container class. Let's spread it. Let's look at this. Container class is responsible for that. And look at it. You see, the container declared inside Bootstrap, it declared width 970. Now, by the way, you can override all of this CSS code that are within the framework. I'll teach you when we come down, you will learn that. So look at what container is doing. Look at it. It said padding is using padding. It means spaces on the right, spaces on the left, margin right, margin left, auto, all of those things. It puts all of them so that your the design, how your work appears, it looks so very interactive. Let me remove this container class. You'll see what will happen now. See what will take place. See the first section. You see how it is. It just extended to the file. This is actually how it should be. But because you apply container, it's able to, containerize your content, to be able to be presentable. Do you get? All right. So now you use container a lot. You use section. I've taught you how section works. You use container class with a div. And then there's something called row. Remember what I taught you in HTML about table, row, and column, how to use it to position your items appropriately. How many of you remember? Remember to use row and column, right? You remember, right? Good.
Yes,
so
sir.
now, one of the key things you need to learn in Bootstrap is row and column. Row and column. Row and column is something very key that you need to learn. JavaScript layout. Pure Bootstrap layout, sorry. Pure HTML layout is just there. You use table, row, and column to determine how items are positioned, and it's not responsive. It's not responsive means that once you reduce your screen size and everything, it does not adjust itself. But when we are talking about Bootstrap, because Bootstrap is responsive, it's responsive because it recognizes things like row and column. It's able to readjust your elements. So just like you have in table, row and column. In JavaScript, it uses the layout, rows. You understand how rows work. And then column. Position your element in columns. Columns, it allocates 12 cells of columns at a time. 12 cells of column. So now, you now distribute the columns the way you want it to be. For example, this is the first item. It has column what? 8. And the other one has column 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. If I say column 8 here, it defiles it. It's not going to run, it's not going to display effectively. Now, you could see that this one has 8, is more wider. This one is what? Smaller. It means this is 4, this is 8. If I do something like this, it must not be more than 12. If I say allow this one to have column 8, you see it violates, it will break it down. It does not understand. It means it's going crazy. It doesn't understand what you are saying. So it must be within this context. Also, I can have this. If I do something like this. Now, if I do something like this, it means I have to change this to 3 because I want everything to measure to 12. 3, 3, 3. So it means I'm showing all of this 1, 2, 3, 4 on an horizontal row. Can you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I begin to navigate, when I begin to reduce my screen, it will begin to squeeze itself. When it can't contain it, it will begin to break down. Do you see how it breaks itself down? Do you see your responsiveness? 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the kind of things you'll be dealing with JavaScript in Bootstrap. So when you are seeing this on your mobile, it will appear this way. But when you are seeing it on your website, on your laptop, it will appear this way. Wow, this way. Because I define each cells appropriately. So now I want you to take this as a digest, take it up and go and learn further on it. So next week, we're going to learn something much more about Bootstrap. Then we'll now begin to look at jQuery. At this point in time, we'll now begin to look at how you can load data from a server, from an API. We'll be looking at API integration. We'll now begin to do a real scenario where we can do a real login. The backend guy provides you an API to plug in. How do you plug in the API? How can you interact with it? How can you use it on your website? We'll begin to look at something like that. So that assignment I gave to you, I will extend the date to next week. So what you will do is use Bootstrap to develop your ticketing system. Do you get? So do you have any question at this point? I will be rounding up now. I've finished for today. Do you have any question at this point in time? You can see all this thing we've done, we did not write any CSS. We are just reusing copy and paste, reusing CSS classes and the likes. And most of this CSS class has been predefined. You just need to understand their concepts. Okay, they use this one for this, they use that one for this, so that next time when you want to design some things, you will know that, okay, this is what they use this one for. This is what this one does. You just understand it, and then you proceed. You don't need to cram anything. All right, ask your question, please. Sorry for cutting you. You're asking a question? I can't hear you, I promise.
Oh. How about now? Can you hear?
It's skipping, kind of.
It's my network.
Oh, sorry. So you can put your question on the group. You can send voice note.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, it's better now.
I wanted to ask 2 questions actually. First question is, can one become a professional in web development and generally software using W3 school? Is that possible? Then secondly is this source code you have here, Did you get it from W3 school, or how did you get it? Right,
No,
that's my question.
okay, good. First, you can become an expert from W3 school. Number two, you might not be able to become an expert from W3 school. W3 school is a teacher, just like what I'm doing. The person, what will make you to become an expert, it is you. It's up to you. If you limit yourself to what W3 school teach you, you can only do as far as what W3 teach you. But because the world is very wide, you need to be able to now, what W3 school have taught you, what I have taught you, you must be able to put A plus B together to be able to get this out. C plus D, you want to use it to get a real estate website. X plus Y, you want to use it to get a student website application. It's up to you. So what we are doing and W3 School is doing is for you to understand concepts. Understand concepts. It's not to limit you to like, oh, I've learned it. Automatically, let me just begin to, if I want to do it, I'll just go and look at, okay, in W3, what I've learned in W3. No. W3 School will help you to build your foundation. For you to be able to apply what you have learned to several things is based on you doing your personal digging, giving yourself task that, okay, today I want to build a real estate website. Oh, tomorrow, I saw Facebook. I should be able to recreate that thing on Facebook. Okay, how did they, you begin to tax your brain. Okay, how did Facebook create this button? Okay, they use row, they use three color. Okay, how did they create that picture? How did the picture appear this way? Okay, is there a CSS style that I can use to make it appear this way? Oh, when they logged in, it looked as if it flashed up. What did they create that thing? Those curiosity is what makes an expert. Without those curiosity, the best you'll be is a teacher. Do you understand? Yeah. So, and then where I got this code from, I wanted to use W3 School, but to start with, W3 School is not starting from where I want. So I went to ChatGPT to craft this code out. And this is my prompt to craft this code out. So let me send you my prompt. I went to meet ChatGPT. So it's ChatGPT that brought this out for me. So are you satisfied with that? Are you okay with that? Promise. Can anyone still hear me? Maybe we've lost promise.
Good day, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you too. Thank you so much. So I was cut off for a while, and you were talking about how W3 can only give me the best that it can provide, but we need to make further research based on my curiosity. Thank you so much for that. So I was also asked, I was cut off while you were talking, so I didn't get to many parts of what you were saying. And the second question is how you were able to get the source code, bootstrap source code that you were showing us.
Yeah, I got it from ChatGPT because I wanted to teach you guys and I wanted to get it. So I sent a prompt to ChatGPT to get me a starting up code for Bootstrap. So I went to ChatGPT, right, for that. But nevertheless, you can, I've already set the foundation with you. So you can proceed with W3 School and you have a very safe landing from there. So I've sent my prompt result. So you all can click it, you can see my prompt result on the ChatGPT. So I've done the foundation laying today, so you can proceed further with a W3 School and begin to learn different things. You see, there are a lot of elements. Ensure you practice all of them from A to Z. Everything. Practice everything on this Bootstrap. Do you understand? On Bootstrap in W3 School. So it exposes you. Then the next thing you'll now be doing is you'll now be looking at several websites. Okay, how did they create it? because of your understanding of each element, you can now begin to plug and play. Okay, you add this to this, you fit this here, and you can be able to get the same result they got. Do you get it? All right, guys. Any other question? I want to round up now. All right. So, okay, can you all hear me? Faith, Promise, Sarah, Tunji, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we
Okay,
can
so
hear you.
Yes,
so
sir.
class governor, I need your help to organize your people. There is one of your general course that is coming up, which has to do with career ethics and professionalism. Do you get? It's part of your course and it's very important. So we actually use the opportunity to organize a boot camp. I think you must have seen the flyer we shared. So we are bringing in experts from industries. Maybe some of you might be able to get some opportunity, you'll meet some experts. Maybe you might be able to get job opportunity or something like that. So that's what we'll continue to do. So we'll bring in those speakers. They'll speak to you about career, about your profession. You will ask your question. How do you build your career? Or you want to build business? You want to do a startup to begin to design website to sell. So we are setting that up together. It's part of your course. So please grab that link. Make sure every one of you apply. Class governor, I expect you to drive that with your team. So it's coming up on June 6th. It's going to be, we're looking at just 2 hours from 10 a.m. to 12. So it's going to be a robust meeting. Other people will be joining from different, section. It's going to be very interactive. So please sensitize other people too that you think will, can be part of that initiative. You can share the flyer also that we shared on the group. All right. So that's what I want to tell us before I round up.
All right, sir. Thank you so
Sir,
much.
you
Sarah.
mentioned boot camp.
Yeah.
You mentioned the boot camp.
It's online.
Okay, it's going to be online.
Yes, it's online.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
so you can take that and share on your status, share with your friends also. Yeah. So a lot of people can benefit from it. All right, thank you guys for joining. Governor, a lot of your guys did not join. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of your rain today. So let me know why
And
people are not
sir,
joining. What is the problem?
Mr. Tinoye Samuel, is it Samuel
Yeah.
Aaron? He said he was having issue
Okay, no problem. Anyone that reach out to you, add them up with this attendance. Anyone that took excuse, add them up to this attendance and send to your program facilitator. Your program coordinator. All right. Thank you, everyone, for
connecting.
joining.
So his
So we'll
network is
call it
bad
a
to
day.
call. Sir. He messaged regarding that.